Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening to everyone who's watching us live out there. I'm Isha Mahmood from the Office of Advancement and I welcome you all to the first day of our Knowledge Week. We are here today to interact with all the prospective undergraduate students. So this is your opportunity to get to know more about LUMS, about our schools, about the programs that we offer, the student experience, the student life at LUMS, your career prospects and the admission criteria. And just to remind you all, the deadline to apply to our undergraduate programs is 2nd February 2021. So please make sure you start filling out all the online application as early as you can. And we're here to help you every step of the way. And for this very reason, we're hosting this Knowledge Week on our platform where you'll be able to join us live from 4 to 5 p.m. every day till the 4th of December. At LUMS, we believe in learning without borders. This philosophy drives every interaction at the university and ensures that a holistic experience is encompassed in what we do. We also believe that quality education should be accessible to all. And that is why 1 out of 3 students are on some kind of financial assistance and are successfully pursuing their academic goals. We also have 100 merit scholarships available for our undergraduate students. There are some need-based scholarships. We have a SAT fee refund on a need-based analysis, of course. And today, on the first day of our Knowledge Week, we are going to talk about the Suleiman Daud School of Business and the majors that are available to students through this school. But before we talk about the programs and the school, let me just quickly walk you through the admission criteria to apply to LUMS. So there are a few things that our admission committee, when reviewing the application, is going to look for. And of course, there are a few things that we'll be considering. So we'll be looking at your academic record. We'll be looking at the performance in the admission test. We'll be looking at if you've completed and submitted the online application form with all the supporting documents by the stipulated deadline. Then your application will be reviewed, and obviously if you're called for an interview, then your admission decision will be based on that interview performance. Now let's talk about the minimum eligibility criteria. Okay. So अगर आप intermediate stream से हैं तो आपने मैट्रिक किया होगा, तो आपके 70% मिनिमम मार्क्स होने चाहिए मैट्रिक में. अगर आपने FSC, ICS, ICOM किया है तो आपके मिनिमम 70% मार्क्स होने चाहिए टू बी एलिजिबल टू अप्लाई टू LUMS. अगर आपने FA किया है तो आपके उसमें मिनिमम 65% मार्क्स होने चाहिए. If you're from the Cambridge stream, the OA level stream, then O levels में आपके average grade B होना चाहिए in at least 8 subjects. A levels में you should have an average of BBC in at least 3 full credit A level subjects. If you've done American high school diploma, then you should have either 70% or above marks or a grade point average of B. And if you're from the IB stream, then you should have at least 28 out of 45 points to be eligible to apply to LUMS. Okay, now let's talk about the testing criteria. So I'll try to make it as easy as possible. So let's look at it this way. LUMS में apply करने के लिए, you have to take one of the 3 tests that I'm just going to mention. इन 3 में से एक टेस्ट लेना जरूरी है LUMS में अप्लाई करने के लिए. So you have the option to take SAT with essay, you can take ACT with essay, or you can take LCAT. LCAT जो है वो LUMS का कॉमन एडमिशन टेस्ट है जो कि इस साल हमने reintroduce करवाया है sort of. So आपके पास ये 3 ऑप्शंस हैं, SAT with essay, ACT with essay and LCAT. इनमें से आप एक टेस्ट लेंगे अगर आपने LUMS में अप्लाई करना है, no matter which school or which discipline or which major. Then let's talk about now school specific tests. So अगर आपने School of Business या School of Humanities and Social Sciences में अप्लाई करना है तो आप सिर्फ ये इन 3 में से एक टेस्ट ले रहे होंगे and that is going to be enough. But if you're going to apply to the law school, then there's an additional test. आप इन 3 में से तो एक टेस्ट ले ही रहे होंगे, लेकिन आप लॉ स्कूल के लिए एक एडिशनल टेस्ट है which is the LAT लॉ एडमिशन टेस्ट जो कि HEC एडमिनिस्टर करवाता है and that is a requirement by the Supreme Court of Pakistan. So आपको इसकी complete information जो है वो HEC की वेबसाइट से मिलेगी. Now let's talk about the School of Science and Engineering. So again जो first test है जिसमें से आपके पास 3 ऑप्शंस हैं उसमें से एक टेस्ट आपने लेना ही लेना है. बट अगर आप स्कूल ऑफ साइंस एंड इंजीनियरिंग में अप्लाई कर रहे हैं तो आपके पास आपने एक और टेस्ट एडिशनल लेना है, जिसमें आप या तो लम्स का अपना सब्जेक्ट टेस्ट ले सकते हैं या फिर आप सैट सब्जेक्ट टेस्ट ले रहे होंगे. सो अगेन स्कूल ऑफ साइंस एंड इंजीनियरिंग के लिए भी 2 टेस्ट की रिक्वायरमेंट है. I hope I was able to make it a little easier for everybody who's watching. And now I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce our distinguished panelists to all of you. So today we have Dr. On Raza Rizvi, who's an assistant professor at Suleiman Daud School of Business. He's also the Associate Dean Academics at the Business School. He's previously taught at University of Nottingham, Malaysia, and Dr. On holds a PhD in Islamic Finance from Malaysia. We also have one of our alumnus present here to share the student perspective with all of you, Mr. Waqar Ali. He graduated in accounting and finance from STSP with a gold medal, then went on to do CA from Institute of Chartered Accountants of England and Wales, and also has 5 years experience at PricewaterhouseCoopers in London. And he's also had a chance to teach at STSB for about 3 years and is currently pursuing his PhD in accounting from INSEAD. Okay, now without further ado, I'd like to request Dr. On to please introduce the School of Business to our audience, the legacy of this school at LUMS, and the majors that are being offered at this school.
Right. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, Isha. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. So the Suleiman Daud School of Business started off, LUM started off as a business school originally 35 years ago. So it used to be the MBA program. And over the years, LUMS evolved into undergraduate programs. And the Suleiman Daud School of Business started offering its first undergraduate degree in 2002 when we offered the BSc Accounting and Finance program. And later into 2012, we started offering BSc Management Sciences. So currently, the Suleiman Daud School of Business has 2 undergraduate majors, BSc Accounting and Finance and BSc Management Sciences. At this point, I would like to highlight one thing. One of the hallmarks of the Suleiman Daud School of Business is, or our undergraduate programs are, that they are more technically driven than a traditional business school, and 2, they operate in partnership with professional bodies or industry partners. So our BSc Accounting and Finance program, from its early days in 2002, 2003 when we started, is a partner program of 3 accountancy bodies. One is the ICAP Pakistan, then secondly with ACCA, and thirdly with Institute of Chartered Accountancy, Institute of Chartered Accountants of England and Wales, from where Waqar later pursued his professional career. In addition to that, the BSc Accounting and Finance program is also a partner program with the CFA, Chartered Financial Analyst program. So the SDSP, so one thing at this point regarding the BSc Management Sciences program, BSc Management Sciences is not a traditional business management degree. It's BSc Management Sciences is a degree which is at the crossroads of mathematics, computer sciences, and management. This is a common question that we tend to get, कि BSc Management Sciences क्या BBA है? ये BBA नहीं है. So the idea behind this degree is कि हम mathematics, computer sciences, और latest tools and techniques को इस्तेमाल करके how we can end up taking better management decisions. So BSc Management Sciences is not a traditional BBA. It's a more technically driven program, which stands at the crossroads of maths, computer sciences, and management studies. And thank you, Isha. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Dr. On. Okay, I'd also like to go to Waqar now. Waqar, if you could just quickly explain your student experience at LUMS, and then of course your teaching experience at LUMS too.
Thank you, Isha, and Assalamu alaikum to everyone. I graduated in the year 2009, and I had a fantastic 4 years of undergraduate studies at LUMS. LUMS is a vibrant place. I'd like to start with the general sort of experience for students. It's hustling and bustling 24/7. There's a lot of campus activity, and at the same time, there's a lot of rigor. तो अगर आप ज्वाइन करते हैं और आप पढ़ रहे हैं काफ़ी अच्छा, उसके साथ आप इंजॉय भी करते हैं, बट ये है कि जो एकेडमिक स्टैंडर्ड्स हैं वो काफ़ी हाई हैं मेंटेन करने के, तो it's a balance of working hard and also enjoying yourselves when you're engaged in such high-powered studies. I graduated in accounting and finance, and the accounting finance program has evolved brilliantly over the years, as described by On. The first year is more of foundation, which lays strong sort of foundations in various multidisciplinary courses, basic accounting and finance, and then you move on to more specialized courses. And over the course of 3 to 4 years, you develop strong skill set in the accounting and finance space. Not only that, but also in other sort of core courses, which give you a well-rounded experience of various other disciplines on offer. तो ये जो 4 साल हैं, इसके अंदर ये नहीं है खाली आपको अकाउंटिंग फाइनेंस ही पढ़ाई जाती है, वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा पढ़ाई जाती है, मगर उसके साथ और जो चीज़ें पढ़ाई जाती हैं, they are a very good complement to the overall skill set that you will receive. One thing I'd like to say is that the ACF degree and the MGS degree, both, they open a multitude of opportunities for students, both locally and abroad. It's a very high-powered qualification, and I wish you luck towards the application process.
Thank you very much, Waqar. Okay, Dr. On, 2 questions for you. So what is the class profile like at STSB? You know, generally in MGS and ACF, किस तरह के students आते हैं, किन streams से आते हैं, background जो है वो क्या accounting की होनी ज़रूरी है, या generally you know इससे relevant business relevant background ज़रूरी है STSB में admission लेने के लिए?
So Isha, actually नहीं, मतलब so there is no prior requirement, मतलब कोई जरूरी नहीं है कि आपका accounting का background हो या आपका pre engineering का background हो या आपका economics का हो. So this programs structured है when you walk into LUMS or when you walk into SDSB. आपका पहला semester is पहला पूरा साल to be almost. You're exposed to preliminary or introductory level courses across the field, which is accounting, which is finance, mathematics, writing, which is basically your and then we have courses on business studies, we have courses on management sciences, operations management. So you're and we start off from day from day 0 with this assumption that naturally all of our participants or all of our students are not from the same background. Acha. Profile, if we talk about the class profile, it's highly competitive. It is probably, or if when we look at the numbers and we compare with the top universities all over the world, our profile of students who come into STSB, who are accepted in the STSB undergraduate program, is as good as any good school across the world. I can give you anecdotal example. I remember of like 5 years ago when I joined LUMS, and I was teaching my first class, and it was first semester class. There were 60 students sitting in the class, and I just asked them casually about what their academic background was, their FSC or their A-level scores. And interestingly, the minimum, I wouldn't say the minimum, straight A's in O-levels, A-levels was there, with a few A stars at least. From a FSC stream, 95% was roughly the minimum at that time. But again, we can't generalize on this. This is just anecdotal evidence from my personal experience. But generally, the profile of the class is you will have the best of the best in the country. You'll have top students from literally all boards across the country. You'll have students who would have gotten world distinctions in their O levels, A levels in different subjects. So the profile is very competitive. And Wakar was here as a student once, and he can probably testify about it, and he can actually explain more on how competitive the profile of the class is.
Ji, Waqar, would you like to add to this?
The profile is competitive, definitely. So I've taught 4 to 5 courses at LUMS at various different levels, starting from the principals level up into intermediate to a more advanced level. So in the entire sort of student body that is in your class, you will see that there are very high achievers. However, उस high achievement के साथ ये भी है, there is diversity. There are people from various walks of life. There are people from various backgrounds. And I always encourage students in my class that they should not be discouraged by the fact that someone has studied accounting before or finance before, because we take you from the scratch and we build on you. And I've seen some of my students जिनको कोई accounting नहीं आती थी और कोई उनको finance का background नहीं था, from pure sort of sciences background या biological background, वो वाले courses ले लिए हुए थे, और जब उन्होंने start किया, just because of sheer hard work and commitment to the process, to the coursework and everything, they were really able to shine bright. And by that I mean they followed the process through. We guide you in quite a lot of detail. ये नहीं होता कि एक exam की basis पे grade आएगा. Instruments जो होते हैं वो split होते हैं over the 3-4 months, जिसके अंदर presentations हैं, tests हैं, 2 exams होते हैं अमूमन, या साथ में क्लास पार्टिसिपेशन होती है. तो एक वेल राउंडेड एक्सपीरियंस होता है जिसके अंदर जरूरी नहीं है कि एक चीज की वजह से आपका ग्रेड रह जाएगा. तो अगर आप स्टूडेंट्स ये इस स्पिरिट से पढ़ें कि जो प्रोफेसर्स वहां कह रहे हैं, so they will fly high, even if they do not have any accounting and finance background. So it is competitive, it is sort of high powered, but it has all the tools that you will need to succeed. The student body is competitive, yes, but at the end of the day, it also matters how hardworking a student is and how perseverant the student is. So ye qualities bhi matter karti hain.
And I'd say that, this is something very unique and special. You get to learn from such diverse perspectives. So, that's also a plus side of it. Okay, Dr. Ron, my next question to you would be, which is a little relevant to this, the last question. What is the structure of these 4 years of the degree? So, like you were just mentioning, first year, jo foundation year hota hai, usme what do the students get to, which courses do the students get to study? And then wo major kab opt karte hain, and then फिर specialized courses wo kab pढ़ rahe hote hain?
Achha, all right. So basically, जो first year है, that's designed or structured in a manner कि वो आपको जितने areas of discipline business school में offer होते हैं, वो उन सबसे आपको introduce कराता है, जिसमें accounting के course हैं, finance के हैं, management के हैं, organizational behavior के हैं, उसके बाद आपके management sciences के हैं, operations management के हैं. The idea is that everyone, all of the students are exposed to all of these disciplines. और उन्हें पहले साल के end पे, we give them an option to declare or decide whether they want to pursue accounting and finance or they want to pursue management sciences. Then over the next 2 years, जो हमारा year 2 or 3 है, उसमें they would end up taking mainly courses which are from their majors. Or from their specialization. So if they decide to go for accounting and finance, they would then start taking advanced courses in accounting and in finance. Same way, if they decide to take course management sciences as a majors, they'll start taking courses which are specific to that discipline. जिसमें optimizations आ जाती हैं, decision behavior आ जाते हैं, आप क्या आ जाते हैं, आपके data related courses are introduced. Year 4 में भी similar trend continues, but at the same time year 4 में capstone courses get introduced. So capstone courses का concept, our idea ये है कि those courses try to encapsulate all the information and knowledge that you have gained over the last 3.5 years. It tries to bring or tries to draw bits and parts of knowledge from different courses and tries to put them in a larger, broader framework to help you understand कि हमने अगर point या हमने एक concept course A में पढ़ा था, how can it link to another concept that we studied in course C or course D, for example. But an interesting idea about LUMS, and probably one of the most unique factors about LUMS, which, as per my understanding or as per my knowledge, isn't LUMS is the only place which offers that, is that throughout these 4 years, there is a major component of your degree where we suggest you, or where there is room for you to go and explore courses outside the business school. You can take courses in from the sciences and engineering. You can take courses from the Department of Humanities, from law, from economics. The idea is to broaden your knowledge. So it's not about कि हमने सिर्फ एक ही चीज के बारे में, at the end of 4 years when you graduate, आपको सिर्फ एक accounting and finance के बारे में सब कुछ पता है, मगर आपको उसके अलावा कुछ नहीं idea दुनिया में क्या हो रहा है. So there is a major component which is almost roughly 20% of the degree, or slightly more than that, where we ask you to go and explore, learn different things. You can go and learn languages from Department of Humanities. We have students who end up learning um, law, taking law courses. We have students who end up taking sciences and engineering courses. Um, and the idea is that along with our majors, that the two majors that we offer at the business school, there are many minors that are offered across the university, and those courses which you take which you take in these free electives in this exploration can all combine towards minors. We have students who have actually done a majors in accounting and finance, and they've gone and taken courses from psychology. They have a minors in psychology. There are students who've studied management sciences, but their minors are in history, uh, or in English, for example. So, and that's one thing which is unique to LUMS, and I think that is probably one of the biggest value additions that LUMS experience offers. Uh, it helps you learn about multiple things. It helps you learn about new ideas, interact with people, learn new concepts, new perspectives, new dimensions. And I think Wakar, I remember, had taken quite a few courses from the other departments as well during his 4 years, and he can actually elaborate on his experience from that time.
I was actually going to come to Vakar to, share his experience. Did you take any minors from any of the other schools? And, how does it add to the student profile?
Yeah. So I can just give you a small synopsis of my accounting and finance journey, complemented by other things, and very valuable things, as On has pointed out. So मेरी जो कोर स्पेशलिज्म थी वो जाहिर सी बात है अकाउंटिंग फाइनेंस में अकाउंटिंग थी, और मैं जब पढ़ा भी रहा हूँ तो मैं अकाउंटिंग के सारे कोर्सेज पढ़ाता रहा हूँ. बट व्हेन आई डिड माय अंडरग्रेड, आई डिड a minor in economics and social sciences, and that took me a very long way. It is helping me in my PhD to date, because as an accountant you deal with certain technical areas, certain very sort of specific rules and knowledge. और उसके बाद जब आपके पास थोड़ा सा इकोनॉमिक्स, वो जो हमारे कोर में इंक्लूडेड ही है वैसे भी ACF के अंदर, बट वाइडर इकोनॉमिक्स के कॉन्सेप्ट्स और स्पेशली आपके जो सोशल साइंसेस के कॉन्सेप्ट्स हैं, that gave me a lot of grounding. It helped me secure very good positions when I graduated in London, because it helped me indirectly in the interview process. The type of projects and the type of things that we used to do in social science courses, as students will find out in later days, more about that in the humanities school, they were a really enriching experience. So on the one hand, I studied corporate financial reporting, which I also teach, management accounting, other advanced courses, advanced management accounting. I was also studying sociology. I was also studying food and culture, and I was also studying similar courses on philosophy, so logic and critical reasoning, and that was a real compliment to me. And I think that differentiated me from other candidates that came from very specialized degrees, perhaps even UK degrees जो बहुत specialized होती हैं 3 साल वाली, और जो मेरा चौथा साल indirectly जो in complementarities से included है, उसने मुझे बहुत फायदा पहुंचाया. And I think when the viewers who are aspiring to join LUMS and they will experience and immerse in this sort of complementary courses, they will see the synergies, not immediately, but right after they leave LUMS.
Right. Waqar, my next question is also to you. So, everybody knows and students are really worried when they think of joining LUMS that यहाँ पे academics बहुत rigorous होती हैं. So, how can a student balance the extracurriculars and the academics? Because obviously, LUMS का एक और अगर unique factor है, that is the student life, the extracurriculars, the student societies that we have, and students get to participate in so many activities, so many events. So usko kaise balance kar sakte hain? What do you have to say about that?
So my one line advice is take it as a full-time job, although you're in university, but take it in the spirit of a job, because the biggest hurdle that I've seen in my peers and in the students that I teach is time management problems. They confuse leisure with work, and they confuse that to such an extent that the whole week is disturbed. So leisure and work has to be differentiated. I'm not saying that leisure has to be taken away. All I'm saying is that leisure and work have different time compartments in a student's life at LUMS. Therefore, you have to manage that intelligently. Those students जो इसको बड़े अच्छा manage करते हैं, for example, classes कभी miss नहीं करते और deadlines का उन्होंने पूरा एक organizational approach रखी होती है उसकी तरफ, और societies में भी उसी तरह participate करते हैं. For example, I was in Lumen and I had Best Delegate Award in Lumen. So I compartmentalized my time such that कि मैंने एक week ahead of 1 week I would plan my thing, what is required of me, what is required of me in a few days, what is required of me in a week or so. That granular focus will help students navigate through this. And the key punchline, once again, I'd say, is striking a balance between leisure and work and approaching it intelligently rather than confusing the two. And the biggest problem that students face who lag behind is they fall into certain undue peer pressure. And that is where students have to be mindful. And we have advisors, we have faculty they can approach. There is a full-blown student affairs office. We have student counselors. So just keep a check on yourself. Is my leisure and work conflicting? If it's not conflicting, if it's intelligently distributed across the days, आप उसको अच्छी तरह से manage कर रहे हैं, और खुद इंसान को पता चल जाता है. Students आते हैं कभी-कभार midway भी आ जाते हैं, तो उनकी हम help जरूर करते हैं. Be proactive and balance your leisure and work.
Okay, thank you very much for that advice, Waqar. Okay, before I move on to the next question, I'd like to take a question from one of our members who's watching online. So Laiba would like to know, how has LUMS adapted its entry requirements with the cancellation of SAT and closing of SAT center, especially for those who are unable to give December SAT due to closure of the center? So Laiba, of course, we have been monitoring the situation and we're keeping in mind all of the, everything that's happening. So, and for that very reason, जिन लोगों का December का test cancel हुआ है, they can also take SAT in March. Plus, that is why we have 2 more options of tests that you can take. So, अगर आप SAT नहीं ले पाए for some reason, then you can take ACT. By the way, हम SAT जो March वाला है वो accept कर रहे हैं. ACT जो April में हो रहा है वो भी accept कर रहे हैं. And then you have the option to take LCAT as well. So LCAT की अभी तक जो date है वो 21st March announced हुई है. Keep checking our website. You'll get the updated information about LCAT and the test format and pattern, everything from our website. So just keep a check on that. So yes, you do have alternatives, and you can अगर SAT आपका miss हो भी गया है तो आपके पास और options available हैं. Next question is from Moabiz Chacha. He'd like to know that how can he get into STSP and how much SAT score is required. Okay, so how to get into STSP? Well, we just explained. I think Dr. Rohan and Waqar, we all just mentioned that there's a lot of competition, and I've explained the minimum eligibility criteria as well. So and there are some tests that you're required to take. So do visit our website. आपको वहाँ पे admission criteria बहुत detail में मिल जाएगा. That is admission.lums.edu.pk. इसके अलावा जो आपका question है कि SAT का minimum score क्या required है. So LUMS में admission के लिए SAT का कोई minimum benchmark नहीं होता score का. Yes, last year our average score was around 1350 plus. बट इसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि अगर आपका 1350 स्कोर नहीं है तो आप लम्स में आपको एडमिशन नहीं मिल सकता, because your admission decision is a combination of your academic record, your SAT score, and then your overall profile. So आपकी everything ये सब चीजें complement करती हैं एक दूसरे को. So don't worry, even if you have a little lower score, आप don't be just hopeless. Do apply to LUMS, do fill out the application. And let's hope for the best. Okay, so my next question would be to Dr. On. So Dr. On, obviously when someone's thinking about going for an undergraduate degree, it's a it's a combined decision of the students and of the parents, because of course they're investing in their degree. So and obviously students भी इस perspective से सोचते हैं कि अगर वो एक degree में 4 साल के लिए invest कर रहे हैं, so what is the outcome? What is the return on investment? Which is of course for our students is their career prospects. So ACF, MGS दोनों के लिए generally LUMS के students के लिए, STSB के students के लिए career prospects क्या हैं आगे?
Okay. Thank you, Isha. I think first of all, it's generous of you to say, Keji, the decision of taking an undergraduate degree is combined. It's mainly our parents' decision on which degree we end up taking at that stage. And then that's a cultural and the social phenomena. So career prospects wise, so I think we need to remember one thing here. Your undergraduate degree does not define a very narrow career path. The undergraduate degree is designed, especially the one at STSB, is designed to give you an understanding of a specific area, provide you the skill set for that specific area, along with a broad skill set to excel in any field that you decide to take up. We have our undergraduate students, a lot of our undergraduate students. So naturally, accounting and finance has a strong accounting and finance bent, and a lot of our students end up pursuing professional chartered accountancy. They end up working in financial firms, um, but a lot of them end up going further into diverse fields. Um, FMCG companies, marketing, management positions, consulting. A lot of our alumni have started pursuing public service. We have one of the larger batches of CSS. Successful CSS candidates comes from LUMS and from STSB. Um, then we have students who have ended up pursuing psychology after a management science degree or and an accounting and finance undergraduate. So the undergraduate degree does not restrict you to a specific field. Um, it's designed to give you the skill set and tools to survive and be competitive in a globally competitive and changing world. And the same goes for management science. While the management science ki degree ka main focus is on the technical aspect of decision making, we have students who are working for startups. We have alumni who have done their own startups in fintech, in digital landscape. We have our graduates with management science degree who have gone into sales, into marketing. So there is no, I wouldn't say there are any boundaries uh, when it comes to career prospects. But yes, naturally, accounting and finance is more geared towards finance and accounting careers, while management sciences is more geared towards a more data sciences, analytics kind of profiles. But then, and recently we've noticed in the last few years, there's a lot of entrepreneurial activities by our graduates. We have some of our graduates have started up companies in digital landscape. Some of them have started up eateries Those of you who are from Lahore would probably know quite a few of startups or small or restaurants which are actually SDSB alumni. Yeah, so there's no boundaries to it as such.
Absolutely. I think while we're talking about entrepreneurship, we can also mention the National Incubation Center that's at LUMS. So, Dr. Ron, would you like to talk about that?
Yeah. So basically, the National Incubation Center is now, so historically, we used to have, so it was, I think, like almost 20 years ago, or not, well, not 20, so 16, 17 years ago, when a dedicated center for entrepreneurship, a startup center was established at LUMS. LUMS was the first institution in the country. That's before even the government started setting up or private sector started setting up incubation centers. So we used to, it was called LUMS Center for Entrepreneurship. And so the idea was that people who have ideas and they want to do something, they would come in to that. They would be offered an office space. They would be offered training. They would be offered expertise and guidance on trying to set up their businesses. And we've had some amazing successful startups from there. Now, well, some of them have graduated to full-fledged organizations operating across the country. Then the LUMS Center for Entrepreneurship, which was always historically housed within the SDSP, because there's a strong linkage and there's a synergy effect between the business school and the entrepreneurship. I think it was a few years ago, it was 2 or 3 years ago, that the government offered to scale it up further. And now, and the LUMS Center for Entrepreneurship graduated into the National NIC, National Incubation Center, with support from the government, Ministry of Technology primarily. So the NIC is housing, and I think I don't have the exact numbers, but uh, I think it is incubating roughly 100 to 150 businesses every year, ideas, and quite a major chunk of them end up being successful.
Right. So the point here is that you're not just it's not just about academics at LUMS. You'll have countless opportunities, no matter what you want to do. Even if it's terms of extracurriculars, academics, international exposure, and even if it's after you've graduated. And while talking about once you've graduated from LUMS, so Waqar, I'd like to ask you this question. When you graduated from LUMS, you entered the alumni network, which is, we have over 14,000 alumni of LUMS out there across the globe. So how is the alumni network, and is it really helpful after you've graduated from LUMS? So how does that whole system works?
The alumni network is very strong. We have a strong sort of community life here at LUMS as well, where we have reunions. The alumni network is very powerful in the sense that there are chapters across the globe on students that organize these community groups, whether you're in Houston, New York, Dubai, London, etc. So once you are placed internationally, for instance, there's always this the memory effect of LUMS that you can enjoy across the world. When I graduated, I wanted to pursue chartered accountancy in succession of my accounting and finance degree. The alumni sort of at that time helped me a lot in understanding the process of applying abroad and locally as well. So that sort of help is really important for a graduate from LUMS, and that is why the sort of the 4-year program is structured in a way that where you will take courses across the years with students, and then you will build certain relationships even with your tutors. So every course has a teaching assistant, right, which are a year or two senior to you. So when you develop that kind of a relationship with them, and also when you work in societies, that gives you a first-hand sort of opportunity to interact with your seniors, and that is very important. Students, they learn from the seniors, they build connections with them for future recruitment, they get strong advice from them once your LUMS life is towards its end and you're starting the next chapter of your recruitment. तो वो जो seniors के साथ आपका interaction होता है वो बहुत helpful रहता है. ये गाइडेंस के तौर पे कि आप कहाँ कहाँ अप्लाई करेंगे, आपकी क्या अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं और उस प्रोसेस में क्या क्या एक्सपेक्ट करना चाहिए। तो आई थिंक जो अलमनाई की एक कम्युनिटी है वो आपको सबसे ज्यादा बेनिफिट टुवर्ड्स द एंड ऑफ जो ग्रेजुएशन देती है और उसके बाद भी देना शुरू करती है जब आप मजीद आगे प्रोग्रेस करते हैं अपनी सॉर्ट ऑफ एग्जीक्यूटिव मैनेजमेंट की लाइफ में भी। अभी तक मुझे फायदा उसका हो रहा है।
Okay, great to know. Okay, Dr. On, so we do have exchange programs, that we offer to our undergraduate students, and we have these partnerships with about 50 or so universities. So how can students avail this opportunity, and what does it have, what kind of international exposure does it have for them?
Right. So we do have partner universities all across the world where our students go on exchanges every year. Now, these exchanges usually happen in year 3 of your undergraduate degree, but it's not it's not like a hard and fast rule. Some of the students end up going in year 2 as well, and rarely in year 4. But so this uh, the criteria for applying for exchange is that you naturally need to have a decent performance at the lumps in the lumps during your courses. Then because in during exchanges, or the whole idea of exchange is to give an international exposure for a student to learn about different cultures, about different educational ideas, pedagogies. But very huge part of the exchange program is ambassadorship. When you go on an exchange student as an exchange student from LUMS to country Y, you're essentially an ambassador of the country. You're there to showcase Pakistan's culture, the Pakistan's intellect, and the beauty of of the people of Pakistan. And that's where the uh, where decisions on going to exchange are taken quite seriously, uh, and uh, uh, and we are always encourage the students to no, not be a complete well कि उन्हें सिर्फ we normally suggest कि students के उन्हें पाकिस्तान के बारे में पता होना चाहिए. I was talking to a few exchange students it was around a few weeks ago, and they जो exchange करके आए थे last year वापस, and they were excited, और वो उन्होंने इस तरह की कर रहे थे कि मतलब जहाँ पे वो गए they went to a European country, कि उनसे लोग इस इतने इतने मतलब क्यूरियोसिटी वाले सवाल थे कि हमने सुना है कि पाकिस्तान में बहुत सारी डिफरेंट लैंग्वेजेस बोली जाती हैं. पाकिस्तान में जो ह्यूमन एवोल्यूशन के जो ट्रेसेस हैं वो डेट बैक टू 5000 years old, and that's the beauty of this country. And some of them were saying कि मतलब हम लोगों को भी बाजू का चैलेंज होता था, क्वेश्चंस कैन वी वुड कम बैक एंड सर्च एंड फाइंड आउट कि पाकिस्तान में कितनी जबानें बोली जाती हैं. हम जो 5000 साल पुरानी सिविलाइजेशन की बात करते हैं, तो वो जो सिविलाइजेशन थी वो क्या थी? We have the Indus Valley civilization. Ab, so basically, you're an ambassador of a country, and for me, exchange is an excellent opportunity, and this is probably some of the best few months you can spend. One, learning about different cultures, learning about new ideas, making friends who will last you a lifetime, and the most important of it all, representing Pakistan, promoting Pakistan. So I think that's the whole idea about the exchange, in my perspective. And we do have quite a few opportunities. A lot of our students end up going on exchange every year.
Right. Okay. So, Bakar, you've done CA, after this BSc Honors in Accounting and Finance from LUMS. So, there's a question that, Suleiman would like to know कि जो हमारी affiliations हैं, Dr. Ron, आपने जैसे mention किया कि हमारी ICAP वगैरह के साथ कुछ हैं partnerships. So ACCA या CA अगर आगे किसी स्टूडेंट ने परस्यू करना है आफ्टर देयर डिग्री फ्रॉम LAM, so क्या कुछ कोर्सेज में एग्जाम्पशन मिलती है? What is the process after that? Is it easier to first to do this degree and then go for an ACCA or CA?
I think On will also be able to add to this if my sort of information is less complete, but
Yep.
I will answer it to the best of my knowledge. The majority of the exams which are front-loaded, they are all exempt. The advanced stages are not exempt. So that is a huge benefit of the BSc degree, because it clearly maps out all the foundation and in some intermediate level courses which are part of the professional degree. So आपके जो LUMS के accounting के course और finance के course, even business के course जो आप यहाँ कर रहे हैं, उसकी आपको equivalence ACCA और ICAP already recognize कर रहे हैं. Now the question will arise कि अगर वो recognize करें मगर वो वाले तो हमें करने ही पड़ेंगे, तो हम क्यों टाइम वेस्ट करें पहले एक डिग्री करने के लिए बनिस्बत इसके कि चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी डायरेक्ट रूट से ना कर लें. I would like to educate the Pakistani youth who are interested in accounting as a profession that it is important to realize that the university experience is a certain instant boost to your professionalism. The world over, very reputable professional bodies, including the ICW, do not accept candidates if they do not have a degree. Now, this is a signal. This is an international signal for us to understand that the degree adds some value. There is a certain setup in our country जो एक direct route देता है आपको CA का भी, वो भी अच्छा है. But LUMS की डिग्री का ये फायदा है कि उससे आपको जो इसके बाद के progression के results आएंगे in terms of other skills or in terms of competition with a wider pool of chartered accountants, that is invaluable. एक LUMS का ग्रेजुएट और एक ऑर्डिनरी CA दोनों जब CA कर चुके होंगे तो उनका जो हायर करियर प्रोग्रेशन है वो एम्पिरिकली हमारे पास डेटा मौजूद है जो बताता है कि दे आर मच फास्टर इन देयर प्रोफेशनल ग्रोथ एंड सिक्योरिंग एग्जीक्यूटिव पोजीशंस एट कंपनीज. एंड one more thing that I would clarify here that I have this chance, और वो ये है कि aspiring accountants को ये जरूर पता होना चाहिए कि एक accountancy firm join करने से ही सिर्फ CA नहीं होता. A lot of CA routes are routed through industry and not practice, such as Coca-Cola, such as Pepsi, such as Unilever. Their programs are accredited with ICW, with ACCA, with ICAP. LUMS का जो grounding है और उसका एक strong network in employers के साथ already है जो हमारे open days पे आते हैं recruitments के लिए, तो आप वो route apply कर सकते हैं एक specialist accountant बनने के लिए अपनी मर्जी की industry में, बनिस्बत उसके अगर आपने accountancy firms में नहीं जाना for instance, हर एक का अपने preferences होती हैं. तो ये एक plus point है LUMS की degree का कि it will open the doors for you for the CA route through these prestigious companies, which is alternative to joining a big four company or any accountancy establishment.
Right. Thank you, Waqar. Dr. On, would you like to add anything to that?
No, Waqar has covered it beautifully, I think. So yeah, so there's nothing specific to add to that.
Right. So I'll just like to take a question from the audience. Fawad would like to know if we accept transfers from UET to the business school. Can you please take that question?
Yes, we do take. So transfers, transfer applications do open, and they're open for any student from all recognized universities.
Right, thank you. And there's another question from Shanze. She'd like to know, can I apply on financial aid for management sciences? Yes, Shanze, you can apply for financial aid for any discipline or any major, no matter which school you're applying to, you can apply for financial aid. In your online application, there's a part where, we'll ask you if you need financial aid. You just have to check that box and then, we'll get back to you and we'll ask you for some documentation and everything. So you'll have to submit that and then your case is reviewed and then it's, decided how much of financial aid you need. So yes, you can apply for financial aid no matter what school or which discipline or major you're applying to. Okay, Dr. On, let's talk about the current situation now. So obviously it's very, it's not predictable at all. Situation is developing every other day, so students are concerned, what if this keeps going on even next year? I hope not. We all hope that it doesn't, and we can come back to campus. But in let's say that if it continues, then what is the model that LUMS or that the business school is going to follow? Hamari abhi currently be, because we all had to move to online learning mode. So how has that been going? And are we ready for that? What is the workload going to be like for the students, especially with online learning?
Okay. Yeah. First of all, I hope we don't end up in this situation uh, much longer than it's essential. Um, we are working on it. I mean, to be very candid with everyone, um, when this happened in March, no one was prepared across the world. No one had ever imagined that we would end up in a situation like this. We are talking about a pandemic which hit after 100 years. Uh, so SDSB, as every other university in the world, tried to innovate. We tested a few things. Some worked, some did not work, but we were able to have a workable solution in a few months uh, time. So this semester, we decided to go completely on online teaching uh, with our undergraduate program, uh, based on the directive from from the government, and also our own internal health and safety, uh, basically inquiries and our health and safety decisions. Um, God forbid, खुदा ना खास्ता अगर ये चीज prolong होती है, um, to be very honest, while we have designed mechanisms, हम लोगों ने processes define कर लिए हैं to go into a hybrid model teaching, कि जिसमें हम कुछ लोग आ सकें कैंपस, कुछ क्लासेस हमने पार्ट्स में किस तरह रन करनी है, कुछ critical components on campus हों, कुछ ऑनलाइन हों. But then क्या होगा, किस तरह होगा, all of us are still waiting. We don't know कि government directives क्या होंगे. We have to comply with the government directives. We have to comply with the health and safety regulations prevalent in the country and globally. So to be very honest, to say कि जी, what will happen and how we'll tackle it, we have an online model. We are teaching this semester online. Um, it's work it's working substantial to a great extent, going well. There are hitches, there are glitches naturally. Uh, there are issues regarding connectivity sometimes, which are beyond LUMS, control of LUMS or control of faculty or students even. So we are trying to evolve along with everyone across the world as the pandemic situation evolves. But LUMS has been, and SDSB especially, has been a pioneer in being innovative, and being at the forefront of developing pedagogical tools. Um, when we started BS Accounting and Finance 2002 mein, at that time that was never heard of in Pakistan. Um, a lot of our friends said कि जो हम लोग करना चाह रहे हैं, BS Bachelors of Sciences in Accounting and Finance, ये तो हो ही नहीं सकता. आज we proudly say कि we were the pioneers, and आज Pakistan में and regionally there are more than 40 universities which have replicated the BS Accounting and Finance model जो LUMS ने ऑफर किया. जब हमने BSc Management Science का 2012 में लॉन्च किया, no one had thought कि जी or well, not, I wouldn't say no one had thought, but no one had in Pakistan, or especially within the region, we talk about South Asia, no one had worked on an idea where we introduce an undergraduate degree focusing on data sciences and analytics and combining maths with management. And हम लोगों से बहुत ज्यादा ये सवाल पूछा जाता था कि ये जो तुम लोग कर रहे हो ये इसके ग्रेजुएट्स जाएंगे कहाँ. And I'm very happy and very proud of the fact that our BSc Management Science graduates are one of the most sought after graduates, not in Pakistan only, but in Middle East and in Europe as well. Both for jobs, for higher education, they they are one. We get multiple requests from organizations, from universities abroad, who want to come in and hire our undergraduates. So keeping that in mind, we always try to innovate. We always try to stay one step ahead. Mm, And in pandemic, we have plans. We are trying to test different ideas, how it will work out. Uh, let's see. But this, I don't think I can say कि how things will, or any one of us can say कि how things will progress.
But I believe we can say that if it comes to it, LUMS would be ready and would be well
yes.
equipped to
We,
turn to the hybrid model or the online learning.
Yes, we are actually prepared to shift on 24 hours notice between hybrid, completely online, or completely face to face. So it will take us 24 hours or less to roll out, because we have now, since March, we have tried and tested all three models. Naturally, इम्प्रूवमेंट की हमेशा जगह होती है हर चीज में. हर में हम कोई भी मॉडल या प्रोसेस परफेक्ट नहीं कर सकते. सो इम्प्रूवमेंट की है गुंजाइश, मगर we are ready to move to a different model or whatever is possible. But naturally, health comes first, so we wouldn't compromise on that. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, Waqar, two questions for you. So we have a question from Hafsa. Is this degree, the STSB and the LUMS degree, internationally recognized? So I'd like you to comment on that. And the second question would be, so we were talking about the academic rigor, and everybody knows that बहुत rigorous study होती है LUMS में, and it becomes stressful at times. So, and I think people don't really know, or students don't really know that LUMS does offer counseling services. So, can you comment on that? How stressful are the studies here, and have you ever had to, take these counseling services? And maybe then Dr. Ron can add to the current counseling services that we're providing to our students.
Isha, for your first question, there is no doubt that LUMS is the premier institution across the world representing Pakistan. So in the US, in Europe, in the UK, in Australasia, everywhere, the first name that pops up in the brands of universities from Pakistan is LUMS. Whether it be a Google search, whether it be alumni working in that country representing the name of LUMS, or their previous recruitment history at large companies and universities. My example, I'm doing a PhD from INSEAD, and the leading recruitment in MBA from Pakistan is from LUMS, including PwC London, other big four, and I can testify to many other sort of US counterparts as well, where the name of LUMS is up and high in the sky. So there is no doubt that there is no international recognition. There is high international recognition, or perhaps the only sometimes recognition abroad. Regarding stress, I'd like to mention that it's very important for students to bring up the issue as soon as possible. There is no trivial issue at LUMS. Some students face this issue in the first year because of a shock to their system, because of their past training is not in sync with the way LUMS semester system is working and the type of workload. It is very important to visit the counselor, and the OSA and the counseling office at STSB are very cooperative. They actually take a granular approach. वो सब specific issues में जाके आपका course selection में help करते हैं, आपके instructor से liaise करते हैं, उनको flag करते हैं चीजें. मेरे courses के अंदर कई students को मसले हुए हैं, for instance stress related, family related, वर्क रिलेटेड, तो वो सारे हमें फ्लैग कर दिए जाते थे और हम उनके साथ बहुत क्लोजली काम करते थे, और स्टूडेंट्स, they would emerge very successful out of them. It's on the part of the student to flag the issue, use the services, and have confidence in the instructors so that we can help them.
Absolutely. Dr. On, is there anything you'd like to add to this?
No, I think Waqar has summed it up well. Yeah.
Okay. So since we're short on time, I'd like to ask one last question to both of you. So what are the two best things about STSP or about LUMS in general? Why should someone, choose for a degree here at LUMS? So Dr. On, if you could go first, then we can go to you.
Okay. I think the two most important things. One is the diversity of knowledge and education that a student can have here. The diversity of courses that are on the offer, from courses on languages, history, literature, science, pure sciences, pure engineering, law, business studies, uh, social sciences. There is literally almost everything possible can be learned here. Second most important thing, the vibrant co-curricular and social uh, side of this place, because it's not only what you know that makes you successful in life, but what is very critical as well is how you interact in the society, how you interact with your peers, how you interact with your friends and your colleagues. And that no one can teach you from a book, or no one can come and stand in front of you and give a lecture on that. You learn that by being active in the social life that LUMS offers. Yeah, that's the two things.
Thank you, Dr. On. Over to you, Waqar.
The two things that I'd like to highlight, first is intellectualism and a high achieving mindset. That is something that LUMS has instilled in me. It was an instant boost towards my career. This high achieving mindset is what LUMS gives you after the years. And the second is lifelong relations, not just with your peers, but with your professors when they write references for you and celebrate your success. So intellectualism and the social dynamics that you experience over the 4 years.
Right. Thank you so much, Dr. On, Waqar, for joining us today. Thank you to our audience for watching us live today. I hope we were able to answer your questions. And if not, then please feel free to visit our website. That is admission.lums.edu.pk. You'll find all the information there. And even if that doesn't work, then please feel free to write to our admissions office. You can write to them at admissions@lums.edu.pk. Thank you very much again for joining us today. We'll be back tomorrow to talk about the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. So please join us tomorrow as well. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.